Technology Screens. We got a couple of announcements coming up really quick on some changes that are going to be coming to our company. As you notice that I told you that I'm in the process of my company being bought out by some other branches, and also to some of the things we're going to have on the website and some things we're not going to have on the website. I'm trying to find a cord here, an outlet here for my phone because my phone is dying. All right, and we got some shipping updates. Hold on for a minute. Let me get this in here first before I start speaking. We have some shipping updates. All right, so we're going to be shipping out probably around Friday. Sorry for the inconvenience, people. Stuff happens. You all know by my shipping updates, we always get our orders out the door. We always get our customers taken care of. All right, so we have to order ink, and ink is, people say, why don't you buy a bag of ink? We do buy a bag of ink. We just eventually run out. We ship out a lot of orders. All right, so we're going to be shipping out probably around Friday. We'll have everybody taken care of. We got some people we were able to print out their labels before we ran out of ink. So they'll be going out on Monday or Tuesday. Basically, that's about it. Okay, changes that are coming to the company. Told you before that we got a few companies that are interested in our technology. The Nova 19 launched 2 days ago. I know you didn't hear about it, but like I said, you got an invoice to get that product. That's for companies only. That's what we designed it for, was companies only, for their applications and screens and stuff they want to do. Because I told you I have people that want to advertise and they want to do it with sunlight and all that other good stuff. You just don't have to deal with the fact that the screen washing out. So that technology already launched. If you're interested in that, we need a business tax ID number showing that your company is legit. And we also need, you have to go through a PayPal invoice. So in order to get that, if you're interested in that product. Now, other changes that are coming to the site. We already are in the process of negotiating a contract with a few individuals that will be taking over the acoustic screens. I told you they weren't going to last long. They're going to be selling them. They're going to be selling them still under our company's name, but they're going to be branching them out where they're going to be offline, online. I've got to talk to them later on Monday to see exactly if they're going to have their own website, how they're going to do it, how they're going to set it up. So if you want one of those screens, you have to go through them to get it. We want to concentrate more on our paint products that we have in there under Novas. Novas are not going anywhere. Like I said, once I finally reach that final point where the company is completely dissolved, there is somebody that will be taking care of the Novas. They are going to be keeping the prices reasonable. It's not going to be like to the roof and all that crazy nonsense. So you'll still be able to get the product. If you want it, you'll just be going through somebody else. While I have sweet retirement. Yes. And I'm going to Barbados to chill. That's where I'm going to be at. Barbados. Told you I'm going there. So, yeah. So, just getting out a few of the orders that we got the last couple of days, which I got to section these out so we don't get these mixed up. But that's what, I wanted to bring to your attention. There's some things you're going to be changing on the company. That's why I said the testing, and all the crazy demonstrations we do are very important. This is what catches people's attentions. You know what I mean? You have to be to do all that stuff. All that testing is important. So later on in time, if you decide that you want to retire from your company, you can do that. Now, in order for us to be able to obtain these contracts and these business negotiation deals, they would have to get samples of the products. And since they have to sample the products before anyone's going to sign a contract or put their name on anything, they have to have that product. They have to have a sample of it. Because those are big contracts and some of the stuff is being sold off for a lot of money. And before they basically sign anything to anything, they got to test with themselves to see if they want that product. So you will be seeing a lot of changes probably next year. You'll be seeing some interesting changes. You'll be seeing our stuff pop up and offline and some very huge business corporations and stuff like that will be utilizing our stuff for their own personal use. So you'll be seeing a lot of changes next year. You'll be seeing some interesting stuff popping up. Actually, person who's buying 80% of our company is basically I'm planning to reinvest into what they're doing over there because I'm very interested in basically becoming a part of what they're doing over there. Now, I won't be doing screens over there. I'm just going to basically invest some money over there. So basically, as that business continues to grow, I can basically flip my money that I'm getting from other investments. So that's where I'm going. So, one other thing too, I forgot to add real quick. Probably around next 2 months from now, we will be canceling all overseas orders. They'll be phased out. Sorry about that, but we've just been having some problems overseas. It has nothing to do with any other people. I had some good customers overseas. Love you so much. But we've been having some problems overseas. And it is extremely costly, number one, which I don't mind paying the cost. Because if I didn't, I would have been able to charge you guys for it. It's just that it is extremely hard to fight a claim overseas. And if you ever fought a claim overseas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So here in the United States, say somebody basically puts in a claim against us, we have an easier chance of fighting it because we can get to you. Not saying in that term. Bottom line is you're within the United States. If I have to bring an attorney involved into it, we can handle it over here easier than we can handle it somebody over in another third world country, which we can't do. You know, there's certain rules and regulations once you cross overseas that they don't apply to U.S. rules over here. So that's why I don't sign contracts overseas, because I did it already before and it turned into a complete utter nightmare, because over there they have a whole different rule system over there that doesn't apply to the rule system we have over here. It can get really, really, really messy. So over here, like say if a package we ship out, okay, we ship a package out to our customers. Say United States Postal Service delays the package, something happens in customs, anything could happen. And this is from this experience. And the person basically decides that they file a claim against us, they have not received the item. All right. Even though the item is in transit, we have no control of the Postal Service whatsoever. I don't have my own shipping carrier company, so I have no control over that. We advise for them to go in and contact the shipping carrier that has a tracking number, which we provided for you. They don't do that. They go file a complaint against us. That means that we have to have our money put on hold, and we have to wait for whatever timeline that it has to go through customs and everything out before it actually reaches destination, which could be like weeks and months before it actually reaches there, depending on exactly what may be going on over there when we ship it over there, which we have, again, no control over. And because of that, our money's put on hold. So because of that, and instance we've had overseas, that's why it's being eliminated in 2 months. So over here in the US, if this happens to us, well, guess what? Shipping time over here ain't gonna take no longer than a week to make it from here to there. Even if it's in slowdown, it's not gonna take a week. And then most likely it'll be there in 2 to 3 days. So in 2 to 3 days, our money will be back on our account. So I've lost from experience, I've lost a great deal of money overseas. I've lost thousands and thousands of dollars from doing business overseas. Not saying everybody overseas is that way. I've met, like I said, some amazing people. It's a shame we have to come down to this decision, but it just gets a little too costly for us. It costs us too much money, and we can't charge you for shipping. Some people want to pay for shipping. Shipping overseas is crazy expensive. I shipped something to Japan. It cost me $100 to ship something to Japan. $100. So it's costly. Even for the post office mailers, that's $37 to ship one quart. It's $37. So a lot of people don't take into consideration how much money it costs to ship something overseas. It's a lot of money. So as I said before, we're basically just going to have to eliminate that coming in 2 months. Unfortunately, that's one of the things they're going to have to go. As for whoever's going to be taking up the company after us, they decide to ship overseas. Hey, they can do that. There's no problem. The people that are dealing with the acoustic screens, that is their business that they're doing. How fast is the deal going through for the acoustic screens? Pretty fast. As a matter of fact, I have to have a contract drawn up by Monday. By Monday, I have to have a draft. Kind of get what I'm talking about here by draft contracts. We went through this before about somebody faking a draft contract. Not contract, but a fake contract, not contract, but a fake draft they got from our supposedly attorneys. Yeah, you have to do a draft. Anytime you do a contract, you have to do a draft first. So no, when the individual made the statement like that, who claimed that he got one from our attorney, no, we didn't even get a draft yet. Matter of fact, we get our draft, I think, Monday or Tuesday. It takes a while to draw those things up. So we have the contract negotiations with those screens right here, the acoustics. So we have to draw up a draft, put all our information and what we want to put in there. They put their part in there, and that goes back and forth for a couple of days because there might be some things in there they don't like, some things we don't like. That's going to go back and forth for a few days, and then it'll come to a finalized draft. We'll read through that, both parties, and then both parties have to agree on that. And once they agree on that, then they draw up the contract, then we sign it, and we get it witnessed and get it notarized, and boom, there you go, contract done. But yeah, you have to have drafts. Drafts are very important because I've actually seen a couple contracts come over like, what the freak is this? Like, we're not signing to that. You know, you got to take that back and fix that. Yeah, so I've had those a few times pop up. Yeah, so you have to have a draft first. All right, walk away for a minute. Get some cough drops here. All right. So yeah, that's basically about it. So we're gonna be shipping out on Friday. We'll have our ink here. Unfortunately, we ran out of ink. It happens. We print out a lot of labels. So all right, ran out of ink. And if you're interested, what is still my tape? That's it's like I literally have tape in my hand. And if you're interested in the, if you have a company, first you have a company. If you're interested in the Invisible Nova 19, that is available on our website. Well, not sorry, not on the website. You have to call us for that. It has to be called in for that one. Let's see if there's an option on my website where I can just post it on the website, because you won't know about this. We speak of it. You see one of the videos. Mostly it's from people who see the videos and they're curious about it. They want to know if we have it available. We do have it available. These are the black Novas. Labels in it. And these are labels that I've already had. Sometimes I have labels that I already do ahead of time. I'll do like about 9 or 10 or 15 extra labels. Just in case, you know, if I come into a problem like this where I run out of ink. Man, everything is so expensive. I just paid $80 for ink, like $80 for ink. $80. Invested in office supplies. These are the Novas. These are the Novas. And then I have to make sure to mark this one. This is for an order for the 21s. Yeah, 21s are not on the site anymore. This is from a customer who placed the order before 21s went into negotiation. That's what went into that. This is the gamer paint right here. And this right here is 7. This is the 19. So we have to do the labels for the 19. These are done. I think next time I'm just going to print out a bunch of labels, because sometimes I don't feel like cutting out labels. I'm just going to print out a bunch of labels and just go in and just basically just cut them out for ahead of time, just in case if I run into one of these problems right here, or I just literally run out of ink. Oh man. But yeah, we're just going to concentrate on our Nova technology. And the other company is going to come in and they're going to take over the acoustic screens, because I got some plans for that too. I mean, they're basically going to have a website we can go and buy them from, But they got other things. They're going to use those screens for concert events and all kinds of stuff. They got set up for those acoustic screens. They're going to be buying. How this is going to work is we're not coating these things. I'm not coating any screens. I'm not doing that. We're going to point them to the direction where we buy the surface from. Within the contract, once the contract is signed, we're giving up information on where, but they have to buy the solution from us. They buy the solution from us for around $600 a gallon. Yep, about $600 a gallon. And minimum orders are 3 gallons. That's $900. And they're going to be paying a ton of screens. That's why I said the money's at where contracts are at. Contracts, we automatically get paid that $900 over and over and over again. That's why I said that's where the money's at, where the contracts are at. But companies, like I said, when they get your product, and I've been through this before, they'll take it down to a test facility and they will test the living crap out of it. And if you don't pass, you don't get a contract or you don't get a business deal with them. They're going to test it out. That's why we do all these berserk demonstrations, throwing screens in a 2200 lumen projectors, 22 feet back, 1000 lumens, 22 feet back, throwing them outside, doing all these crazy, submerging them in water, all that crazy stuff. Like they were impressed by that Nova 19 at the fact that screen could peel off. I haven't seen anybody do that one yet. Peel the screen. Screen take a direct hit from sunlight. We're the only ones that have the technology because we're the only ones that are able to display it. People tried to do it, but they couldn't do it. They couldn't mimic the exact same technology. So that's why they love the fact that you could take your hand and you could rub it down on that screen while it's wet and it wouldn't even pop off. But the minute you get ready, want to get rid of it, just peel it off and you're done. Yep. So you have to have those test demonstrations. All right, so we're done here because I got nothing really else to talk about, to tell you the truth. I got to go order my boxes, get my labels up here, my fragile labels. And we are done. Like I tell people, at the end of the day, with your naysayers out there, for the end of the day, I told you, my company is blessed by God. Whether you want to believe it or not, I really don't care. Whether you believe it or not. And at the end of the day, the Lord is always going to bless us to have what we need. And more than what we need. And despite the negativity that other people try to throw out there, the company continues to grow. By next year, you're going to see it on a whole nother level. It's going to make a lot of people that were upset, it's going to make it even more upset. But that's sad that bottom line, if you put that much energy into that much negative energy, that's kind of sad. But other than that, got things to do. I just cut my grass today. That's what I need to do. Cut my grass. It's looking like the Addams family out there right now. Get that done. And maybe I'm not doing any videos today. That's why I haven't seen any videos on screen paints. I'm not doing that. This is just a simple updates. What you need to know. If you go on the website and you can't figure out why that surface is not there anymore, it's because it got contracted through another company. They have it. We'll be announcing the name of the company. We'll give you all that information. And if you're interested, we'll direct you in that direction. But like I said, they got plans to basically outsource that offline to churches and to schools and stuff like that. That's what they're going to be doing with it. And they have the contract power to do it. The pull to do it. And in order for them to basically come to the negotiations with us, we had to send them down one of the screens for them to check it out for themselves. So like I said, nobody in their right mind is going to sign a contract for hundreds of thousands of dollars if they never tested the product. That's why I warn people, when you call yourself doing demonstrations and you're constantly in the dark doing these demonstrations, when you go to these facilities, it looks like a baseball stadium in there. They're going to light that place up. And if your screen can't pop, if you can't show them contrast levels and colors and everything, whatever they desire, you don't get nothing at all. Nothing at all. Yeah. I got people right now, because I've made the announcement that we're basically going to be dismantling the company. I got people right now that are contacting me on Facebook asking me to design products for them. They want free products. They want me to design them a free product, a free screen paint that they can use for their company. And, oh, your secret's safe for me. I got a bunch of those. I got to actually start posting those. Yeah, we're getting them in. But after I'm done, I'm not gonna be bothering with screen paint anymore. I'm gonna hand, like I said, 2 things I got to take care of before I leave out of this business. Whew. People talking like it's gonna be soon. It ain't gonna be no time soon. We got a while. We got a while. Contract negotiations take time. They take some time. It does. It's a process. It can be a process that could take anywhere from a week to anywhere from a year. It's a process. It takes time. Both parties have to be able to settle on something, and it's going to be a lot of give and take in there back and forth. So it's not going to be right away. We're just getting ready for it when it happens. I was going to say real quick. Probably was nothing really important to tell you the truth. Whatever. It'll come to me later. I was sitting eating the bowl, so yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Oh well, whatever. Okay. That being said, like I said, orders are being processed. Everybody's being taken care of. You guys are going to be done on Friday. Where everybody taken care of, situated. Sorry about the delay. Got to order products in. Just got the containers in a few days ago, which I'm glad we got those in because we needed them really badly because we were out of containers. I still have about a good maybe 20 of them in it. No, we 32. Probably got another 10 in there somewhere in the box. So that's good. And we are doing ship outs every day. Just unfortunately, we just happen to run out of some supplies and we have to wait till supplies to get here. We can't print out the tracking numbers because we don't want to have the tracking numbers expire before the product gets here. Then we got to turn around and we have to basically void all the tracking numbers, give you new tracking numbers, and then do it again. So that's why sometimes we have to wait a little bit. If you have any questions, my number's right there on the website. Give me a call if you want to talk. If not, you can email me. If you can't have long distance, you're overseas, email me and we'll talk and I'll explain the whole thing to you if you didn't get the video. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm out of here. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your Sunday and God bless.